What up, people? This is Zach. If you've seen my first video game review, I did a little rant on the Back to the Future games on the NES, and I really didn't have enough time to talk about Back to the Future Part 2 and 3. So because of YouTube's gay rules with the 10-minute law, and there was a lot more to talk about. So this time I'm going to focus a little bit more on the Back to the Future Part 2 and 3. Thankfully, there's no Jason brother here. Let's get this going. Alright, well, there's Back to the Future Part 2 and 3 again. And I've already mentioned about the title and all that stuff, so really we don't have to go through all that. Turn up a little bit. So basically, like the movie, Marty, goes to the future to stop his son and all that stuff, and then while he does that, he gets his sports almanac that eventually gets taken by Biff, and then Biff takes it to his younger self in the 50s and makes himself a millionaire in the 80s, and then, he's got to stop him. Let's go. One thing I like about this game, though, is that the controls are, like, back to normal. A jump and B does nothing. Yes, I still hate the characters. Yes, I know that they're ripping off Mario Brothers and all that stuff, so I really want to go through all that. Shit. I still hate that blue bird. I hate that blue bird more than anything in the world. You know what your objective is in this game? Do you seriously know what your objective is? You have to collect, like, I don't know, I think like 30 objects and put them in the right place and time. And if you don't, guess what? They explode and you gotta get them again. You know how hard it is? Get them, you have to go in these little rooms. Fuck, I forgot to get a key. Once you get a key, go to these little bonus rooms. Here, I'll show you. Alright, let me see. Alright, got the key. Now let's try to head back. Alright, get on this hoverboard. Get in the room. Alright, this is what the bonus rooms look like. And you can't get touched by anything. And you can't kill anything. What you gotta do is just collect the clocks. All the clocks in here. Again. Without getting killed. Motherfucker. Okay, so after you get it, it just like tells you got a trophy and you gotta figure out what it is and you gotta put it in the right place and time. And like I said, if you don't get it, it explodes and you gotta do that bonus room again. Alright, if you get the remote, you can call the DeLorean and it can take you to 3 different time periods. I'll show you. You can either go to alternate 1985, which is what we're in now, 1955, or the future. Let's go to the future. And you have to have it, and see these little things? You have to have at least at least have 10 of those to go to one time period, but if you're in, like, say 1955, you're going to go to 2015, you gotta have at least, I think, 17. I still say this game is just fucking horrible. It is fucking horrible. Nothing in this game makes sense. I mean, really, is there a problem with, like, sewage, like, things flying in the air, giant birds killing you in the future? And if there is, really, that's not the future I want. I'd rather have a Judgment Day war against total Terminators than have this bullshit happen. I mean, at least that makes sense. At least technology turned against us. At least they look real. Oh, fucking monkey? Is it fucking Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong? No, this is 2015, so it's like Donkey Kong's grandson? I don't know. I really gave up on this game. Trying to figure out this game is like trying to figure out what the fuck Sylvester Stallone is saying when he's crying in a movie. I mean, it literally, you have no idea. Ooh, I got a gun. When the fuck did Marty shoot, like, these little, like, white, like, marbles in any Back to the Future movies? I mean, they're cool as a weapon, but marbles? I mean, you seriously can... Oh, what the fuck? I died. I probably lost the marble weapon, too. Yeah, I did. And the blooper, oh my god, this game is fucking horrible. I have no idea what half these characters are. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea how the hell I'm gonna get out of this mess. And I have no idea what makes any sense of this game. It's just too fucking horrible. That's it. This game just makes no fucking sense at all. I have no idea why I'm playing this game. I don't even want to. As big of a fan I am, and I'm curious, I want to see what else this game continues. I don't even want to touch this game. Luckily, there's a password to skip part 2, which sucks because, you know, I love part 2. And it can take into part 3, which everyone says considers to be the worst Back to the Future. It's not bad, but compared to Back to the Future's part 1 and 2, it's just not as faithful. Whatever. Anything's better than going through all that shit. Let's do this. For those of you who don't want to go through any of that shit, I'll tell you what the password is. What you do is you press, I think, select and B, and it takes you to this. Look at this. This is like the this is like the longest password ever. What the fuck? I mean, does any of this make sense? No, it doesn't. It just, why does it have to be so long? Why can't it be like 4 characters or something? Anyway, since you don't want to probably see me go through this mess, the password is flux capacitor is the power. That is, flux capacitor is the power. It'll take you straight into part 3. Well, first it won't take you straight to part 3. It'll take you to the title screen. Just press start and it'll just skip part 2 for you. Like, I'll show you here. Let me finish up I'll finish this up. Alright, here it is. It'll take you back to the title screen. Bypass all that shit you already been through, yada yada, and then it'll say that you came and rescued, defeated Biff, and recovered the almanac, and it'll say that you burned it, like in the movie, and all is well. But, or until, sorry. A message from Doc that, you know, he gave him at the end of part 2. Marty, help, I was lost in time, ended up in the Wild West of 1875. It's 1885, dumbass. If you don't come and get me soon, the time ripple effect will start to change the future. Hurry, Doc. Okay, in the end of Back to the Future Part 2, the message said that Marty shouldn't go back in time, that he should go to the 1985 and to the present in that time. But now he's telling him to help? Does this like make any sense at all? No! Whatever, let's just start. Alright, well, this is Back to... Wait, hold on, let me see if I can do that. Okay. So wait, this is Back to the Future Part 3 on the Part 2 and 3 thing. It's pretty much the same as Back to the Future. Running cow! A fucking running cow. Do you remember that from Back to the Future Part 3? No, you don't, okay? None of this makes sense. So this is pretty much the same as Part 2. You gotta collect like... Well, you don't have to collect like 30 objects. This time you gotta collect, I think, like 5 or 10. And instead of going to a different time period, you just go to the right place. And like before, if you put it in the wrong place, it blows up and you gotta do a bonus mission again. I can't get over that running fucking cow. Do you ever remember a fucking running cow from Back to the Future Part 3? I don't. Why can't the enemies just be Indians and cowboys? And you're running on clouds. Oh, yeah, you're really making sense now. None of this just makes sense at all. So it's just trying to be like part 2. Hey, well, we already messed up in part 1, so why don't we just mess up in part 2? And when the fuck did Marty get carried by a fucking bird? Look at that. Oh my god, this is just, oh my god, a walking sombrero. Oh my, are we in Mexico or are we in Northern California like in the movie? And the key, oh my fucking god, you know what? I'd rather have it be raining scorpions at my house. I'd rather be anally raped by a hobo with a cane shouting out, "Who's your daddy?" And I'd rather be tortured to death by 2 freaking cats and a dog. I'd rather... I just give up on this game. Fuck this game. Fuck it to hell. I hope no one ever plays this game.